Hey Projectors! Thanks for joining me for your intuitive reading. If you're new to the channel, I do my readings based on the 5 human design types, and this is the reading for Projectors. I do my readings with tarot oracle cards and sometimes runes. They are non-date specific, so if the message resonates with you, then it's your message at that time. Let's get started. All right, so I pulled 2 cards for your current situation, and I got Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And I pulled the blank card in my Faery Oracle deck, the Fairy Guide. So, all right, so when I saw this, I mean, obviously it's a really nice message, and especially encouraging with what is going on in the world. But I think about, I don't know if you've ever been to Yellowstone National Park or somewhere like that where you can see buffalo or bison, but these animals generally, unless they're antagonized, they're sort of just seen standing still in a field and the edge of the forest, and there is this just really grounded earth energy to them. You know, they feel very steady, unmoved, unfazed. You know, everyone's getting out of their cars at Yellowstone to whip out their cameras and capture this magnificent animal on their vacation, and it just keeps doing its thing. It doesn't really care unless you get too close. And yeah, so I think it's like if we can embody sort of that earthy, grounded energy, it really helps us to be calm and really have that trust that we will be provided for, that even if it's unclear how, it will happen. It's a reminder to follow the natural path that is rising up in you. Abundance can mean love, money, inspiration, and it's a good reminder to have gratitude. Gratitude always opens the flow of abundance. And with this fairy guide coming out as the clarifier, to me it's sort of and it's the 0. It's like zeroing out things, you know, like clearing it out, zeroing out the scale, finding stillness so that you can connect directly with your guide, so that you can have that innate trust. Like, you don't need to have proof to know that you're totally going to be covered, that everything's all good. All right, next we'll talk about what you're moving away from. So I pulled Spider Spirit and Mickle in reverse. All right, so this feels like maybe you're starting to move away from a creative block, a feeling of apathy or feeling lost. You know, if we think about the spider and this web, it's delicate, but it's effective way to catch its desire. And if you think about them actually making the web, it's sort of second nature. It's second nature, and it allows spider or you to access that incoming inspiration, wisdom, etc., that you can channel through whatever you're doing. You know, it's like a meditative state that you reach by doing some sort of repetitive, mundane, or second nature creative process. It's a reminder that when you take one step towards what you want to create, the universe matches you with 10. So it's really great that you're taking steps forward, and you'll see results as the universe is like, oh, that's what they want to create. Okay, I can help with that. And as you are creating stuff and you are allowing that stuff to flow through you, I mean, if you think about, I don't know if you've heard of automatic writing or being a transmitter or a receiver or both, but many people have the ability through something that they do, whether it's singing, making music, painting. It can literally just be their voice, like not what they're saying, but the like the tones and frequencies in their voice are transmitting something for the highest good for the collective. And, you know, this could be a time for you to create something in that nature that's really of service. Michael, you know, going back to this, talks about moving away from unrealistic notions about security. You know, maybe you thought, like, the only way that I can have what I need is to do this, this, and this. But maybe that's incorrect. Maybe that's limiting. Maybe that's something that you need to revisit, to clear, to heal. To open, you know, if you can, it's like this is the box. And this is you creating out of the box, you know? So you're sort of breaking yourself out of that little limiting prison of like, this is how things have to be done, and they really don't. You can build a web anywhere. It's about your tendency to cling to the old path and rejecting the adventure because you're unsure. Again, that need to trust that everything is going to work out. So you're walking away from that old mentality, which should really free you up. It should be fun, be interesting what you create. And let's see what you're moving towards. I pulled Groundhog, time to let go. And as a clarifier in reverse, I got Ta'um the Poet. All right, so time to let go. Time to let something old go. So what I think this is, I know that I do this a lot myself. I have a tendency to ruminate on things from my past. It's like, oh, I wish I would have done this differently. I wish this, oh God, I have to sneeze. I tend to overanalyze and run the hamster wheel a little bit. So it's taking up creative brain space that you could be using to build your web. So, and this is a clarifier. To me, my initial hit that it was a person, a relationship that you've had trouble letting go of, like maybe a past romantic partner, or I don't know, it could be a mentor or a friend, but somebody who you had a close rapport with, and that you've sort of gone your separate ways, but even though you're apart, there's something still a little sticky there, a little unnecessarily linking you. This in reverse can talk about confusion around what the truth is. And oftentimes when we're reviewing our past, we maybe remember it slightly differently than it actually happened. We either remember it better than it happened, or we just don't quite see it for what it was. So maybe confusion around what the truth is. I can talk about maybe you've been tending to stay silent about something when you really need to speak up. It can also be about the discovery of truths, discovering that maybe there was a lie, or a betrayal or something that you didn't recognize before, and now it's all coming into like it's becoming clear. And as it becomes clear that what you maybe had on a pedestal or something, it suddenly is just breaks that illusion. You can see it for what it is, and you can realize that it's just taking up space and it needs to go. That it's not serving you anymore. It's not helping you. It's time to stop spending your energy on that situation, that person, that dynamic, and start playing here. All right. Well, that is your message for today, projectors. Let me know if this resonated with you, what's going on in your life. I look forward to hearing what you're creating, and I will see you next time. Take care.